Hi. Oh God. Trying to do too many things at once. I haven't recorded in several days because of Hurricane Sandy. Wanted to make sure that the family was okay. Uh, my sister believes my mother's okay because the nursing home would have contacted her. Now, I'm still waiting for a piece of paper from Social Security because, as I stated, my union also pays Part B. So I've asked Social Security to send me uh, a form letting me know what they pay because the union's part should also be on there. Now, I've told you I've had problems with break-ins. And that's a constant thing, not only here at Arrowhead Gardens, where I've had my earpiece for my phone stolen. I've had an M3P player. I've even had the Arrowhead jacket stolen out of my apartment. And, they said, well, we'll have the maintenance man again change the lock, even though he took an hour to do a job that should have taken less than 15 minutes. But he didn't have all the tools with him for some strange reason. Now, he also did a job in my apartment. And of course, there was no permission for him to enter my apartment when I'm not here. But Shag seems to be able to break the law, and this is a constant with quite a few tenants that have moved out because this place is like a revolving door. Well, I've noticed in Seattle, well, Washington State, because I've lived in Everett, North Seattle, South Seattle, West Seattle. Well, I'm in West Seattle, East Seattle, and every place seems to have a very bad manager. I've even lived in Chinatown with the Chinatown Association that don't let you know anything, take your money, and then they tell you, by the way, since you signed the lease and given us your money, we got asbestos here. So if you get sick, you can't sue us. Well, you know what? I've contacted the mayor's office. I've contacted my congressman's office. And it seems they go blind when it comes to illegalities of certain management companies that manage quite different management companies in this state. What's up? I've even contacted the state attorney general who's now running for governor. Well, he seems like a rather intelligent person, but since his office didn't protect me against criminals that run housing in Washington State, I didn't vote for him. I voted for the other guy. Though I think the congressman whose office I did contact will probably win again. But, I don't care. I'm a Democrat. I voted Republican in that case. I wish there was a liberal or somebody else running, but the only choices I had were Democrat or Republican. And it is important to vote. Though I think another party needs to start representing the people. I voted for President Obama because I don't trust a man who speaks out of every side of his mouth, doesn't trust the people with his taxes, and hasn't given a clear plan. And they say Obama should. Well, damn, he's tried for 4 years. But shit, the Republicans are the ones that have blocked everything. Now, if you block something, have something else to put in its place. Because congressmen, senators, you're supposed to be working for the people. I guess you're working for the money who helps you keep getting elected year after year. Well, I'm hoping, because I'm mad as hell, and I'm not taking it anymore. There's too much crime and corruption in the government, and the government turns a blind eye to crime and corruption in different states that I've lived in. Now, I'm hoping other people listen to this and are just as outraged as I am and understand what I'm talking about and have had enough of this shit, because it is shit. When worthless SOBs are congressmen, all right, they talk a good rap, and yeah, they may get some money, but what are you doing? Are you obeying the laws? Is your office and the mayor's office in Seattle upholding the laws, protecting the people against the criminals and criminal organizations? Now, to go back to the Bush Hotel that has asbestos, not only did I contact the mayor's office, that congressman's office, and I've also contacted HUD. And HUD claims, well, we're only paying for one person. Bullshit, HUD. You're paying for a lot more than one person, and one person is too much to be in housing subsidized by the federal government. And HUD should also be investigated, not only Social Security, the mayor of Seattle, the congressman of my West Side district and Chinatown. It is outrageous that they hold a position of authority when they are letting criminals commit crimes. Now, who is going to investigate? How come my union pays Part B and I pay Part B? And how come I can't get a damn hearing to protest money being taken out of my check? There is too much funny business going on in this country by the same goddamn people who are bankers, real estate brokers, who are taking away people's houses day in and day out, not going by what President Obama has tried to do, but has taken that money and then doesn't want to do a thing, wants to take the house too because they get it both ways. Well, first investigate my congressman, the mayor, because his offices also protect the Chinatown Association. And I gave them the money back 5 days before the end of the month. And I got a $20 check. Now, I cleaned the place. The place smelled like Clorox. And when I tried to wash the kitchen walls, guess what? It was so goddamn stained with grease underneath the paint that if honest health department inspector was to go there, they would condemn the Bush Hotel in Chinatown, and they would start investigating the Chinatown Association. Now, who out there will help me? Contact me on Facebook. I'm on Yahoo too. And I'm not in Kent, so I hope I don't see things change back to Kent, because I live in Southwest Seattle. You know, the way things seem, a lot of people seem to be part of organized crime or protecting organized crime. I haven't lived in housing in Seattle that have not been robbed. And that's from Everett to here. I know who was robbing me in New York. It was my mother-in-law. Because she is part of the Puerto Rican mob, which is part of organized crime. And yes, money was stolen out of Chase Manhattan Bank when I lived in New York. Money was stolen out of Bank of America up in Everett. And, up in Everett, that management needs to be should have been looked after too. I believe that was why I went to the Attorney General's office, who's running for governor, and that person claimed I didn't have a case. Though I was robbed there, the people upstairs made noise all the time. I was cursed racial slurs from the people who lived upstairs, a whole family living in senior housing at Everett. So, there's been a lot of different places with a lot of different crimes. And one thing that all have in common is they constantly break into my apartment, which, maybe it's on orders from my mother-in-law back in New York. Because as I have stated before, this is the United States of organized crime, and I'm at the point where they can kill me or they better get the fuck out of my life, because I'm going to complain. I'm going to make noise until they leave me the hell alone or kill me. Because I have had enough of their shit. Organized crime and people who are in organized crime, I'm coming for you.